prop up to the front. And you come to lie on your side. So let's start with the right hip down on the blanket. And bring the bolster in a good distance so that you can lean into your right elbow. So here we're going to get into the side body. So you could experiment with your legs bent. It's a bit easier to balance with your legs bent. Or you can also see what it feels like with your legs towards straight. You're going to adjust the bolster so that you can lean into it and let this lower side, this right side of your body, just sink down. It's as if your ribs are going to sort of sink down and touch the mat. So depending on your shoulder, so sometimes when we like lean and sink in, the shoulder comes forward. So if you notice that that's happening to you, then try and bring it back a little bit. You might rest your head down, your right ear down on your shoulder. If you feel like the sensation in the side of your body is really too much, you could try it without the bolster. So that will sort of lessen the height and then lessen the curve. It's one of those ones that takes sort of like a little bit of being in the shape to notice where you feel the sensation. If you feel a lot of sensation like in the side of your hip, like a painful sensation, right, roll your blanket up even more, or check, if your pants have like a zip in them or something and it's digging into your hip. I'm trying to find that Goldilocks position, that just right position where you can let your ribs sort of sink down. You can imagine that your ribs are sort of fanning apart with each breath. And another 5 breaths. If you have your ear down on your shoulder, lift your head up first. And then lift up, move slowly. I feel a little bit sort of stuck or achy in your side body. So lifting up. And before we do the other side, I'll lie down. I'm going to lie down across with the bolster as it is there. You might bring the block back to rest your head on. And your choice where your arms go. So it'll be likely more sensation the closer your arms up by your ears. And then the least sensation, arms down by your sides. So you choose based on what it feels like. You'll know a good position for you. And you could have your knees bent, soles of your feet resting on the mat. Or maybe you like to have your legs straight. And let your upper back sink into the props. Your head might be supported by the block. And notice how your ribs are lifting up, opening towards the ceiling. Let the full weight of your upper back sink into the bolster for 5 more breaths. If you have your arms lifted up, and them down by your sides. And lift up and set yourself up for the other side of side opening shape. So this time with your left hip down. Making sure that you have enough padding for your hips. And positioning your left elbow and forearm on maybe on the bolster, maybe down on the mat. Noticing if your shoulders coming really far forward. And lift up a little bit. You might rest your head down on your shoulder. And looking for sensation in the left side of your body between your hips and your ribs. And keep your awareness on the sensation. It can be subtle at first. And then as you're here, sensation might build, or your awareness of it will build. 3 more full rounds of breath. And if you have your head resting down on your shoulder, lift your head first. And slowly come up. This time turn the bolster or your pillows so that they're this way. And lie down to the whole length of your spine. Well, the majority of your spine is supported lengthways. If you feel like the low back bend is too much, you can bring your hips away from the prop so that there's enough room. And again, you decide where is a good place to put your arms. And be where you are for another 3 breaths. And slowly press up.